Hello and welcome back to Crypto Saving Expert, where we discuss the latest cryptocurrency news and introduce you to the pioneers and the founders of the space. Today, I'm very kindly joined by the founder of LightLink. Roy, please say hello to our community. Thanks for coming on today.
Thank you for having me. Hello, everybody.
Brilliant. And guys, as always, make sure to hit the like button, drop a comment, any questions as well. We will go through a few at the end. So please drop them, show the support, guys. Really excited for this one today. But first, Roy, if you could please, explain a little bit of your experience and what led you to the cryptocurrency world.
Yeah, certainly. I have been in technology for the past 23 years, have built numerous internet companies from social media to gaming to e-commerce and many other things. As a technologist, as a computer science engineer, I love technology, and crypto is something that's really hard to ignore if you like technology. So I stumbled across Bitcoin in early 2012, in the
Wow.
very early days of crypto. Bought some Bitcoins among Gox actually in 2013 before the
Wow.
collapse, and it was a really interesting experience, like sending funds to Tokyo and exchanging, AUD into USD and receiving the Bitcoins on a local desktop client. So it was an amazing experience, but a terrible user experience, right? It was really slow, really difficult. And over the years, I saw a gradual increase of user experience and capabilities. And in 2017, we decided to jump into the crypto world during the first ICO boom, helping friends of ours essentially to build technology. And since then, as a builder in this space, we've done over 50 different projects. And LightLink is essentially a way to address some of the problems that we've seen.
Amazing, Roy. True OG. I don't think I've met too many people that were, involved with, Mount Gox. Well, not involved with, sorry, who had unfortunately put money with Mount Gox. 2012. That is absolutely crazy. So definitely in some good hands. And I imagine you've seen a lot now. You've seen a lot of cycles. So definitely interesting there. If you can give us a quick overview of what your team is building and what LightLink aims to achieve as well, please.
Yeah, certainly. We've been building a layer 2 EVM blockchain network for the past 2 years. And it's a layer 2 scaling solution to essentially add more capacity, more throughput to Ethereum mainnet. So we can process more transactions at lower cost, at much higher, faster speeds. We have a specialization, a focus in enterprise applications, because I think for us to have true adoption, we need existing Web2 companies with a lot of influence to bring substantial more users into this space. And we need the infrastructure to deliver a capability to millions of users.
Amazing. And how is the speed of the blockchain achieved?
Yeah, layer 2 blockchains address problems a little bit differently, right? Because Ethereum mainnet has a capability that needs to solve the blockchain trilemma in terms of trying to establish decentralization, security, and looking at performance at the same time. It's hard to do them all. And that's why layer 2 as a architecture can borrow the decentralization and security from layer 1, Ethereum, and purely work on scalability. So we have a lot of our sequencer centralized at the moment. We throw a lot of computation power at it. We use modern efficient algorithms, and we're able to have finality from a blockchain transaction perspective within a second. So 500 milliseconds to be exact.
Amazing. And Roy, what are some of the issues that you identified with decentralization and led you to forging LightLink?
Yeah. over the past 6 years, as a builder in this space, we've done everything from NFT collections. So, for example, in Australian Open, as example, to building Web3 games like the Red Village, to enterprise payment systems with the largest investment bank in Thailand called Bolong Securities.
Wow.
And we saw issues on layer one where transactions cost a lot of money and it was very slow in processing. There wasn't a lot of throughput, right? Like in the NFT boom, we saw hundreds of dollars for NFT minting. And with a lot of these enterprise applications that we ran, they're essentially glorified databases in a certain way, because it was very difficult to interoperate with the larger, wider crypto ecosystems. So I saw there is a need for better infrastructure. And as an engineer, let's throw our best engineering mind into this equation and look at how can we build an infrastructure to support all the things, all the projects that we're building, that shaping the future of this, amazing digital world we're trying to create. Like we believe
Yeah.
crypto is the future of our world, right? It's the future of money, it's the future of finance. And unfortunately, we just don't have the infrastructure at the time. So many people are attempting to build this infrastructure, Optimism, Optium, Base, including ourselves. We're doing things a little bit differently, and we want to bring our innovations to build the future infrastructure of our digital world.
Amazing, Roy. And touching upon that as well, what makes LightLink stand out among other blockchains, other layer twos as well? What's unique about LightLink?
Yeah, as I was saying, layer twos are designed to scale. So scalability have many different characteristics. There's speed, there's latency, there's capacity, there's certainty, right? But usability is also a really important element to scale. Even though if a transaction costs a cent or less than a cent, if you need to buy a native token, whether if it's BNB or Matic or Ether, for that transaction to happen, even if it's a cent, it's still a very difficult exercise. You need to go to the exchange, KYC, and buy that native token. So what we're trying to do is shift the gas component to a enterprise customer. So you as a user, when you use an NFT ticket to enter into a sporting event, for example, you just use your ticket. You don't need a native token for that transaction to occur. I think we are one of the only capabilities that's doing this in a public blockchain layer 2 space. And we're doing it using our own architecture, using our own proprietary technology that's open source, and it's not a fork of existing layer 2s out there. So we're fairly unique, and we're trying to address mass adoption.
Brilliant. That is it's nice to see, and like you say, it is needed in the current climate as well. While we're talking about tokens, is there a native token for LightLink?
Yeah, so we are launching the LightLink token in 10 days of time.
Wow. Amazing. And how long is the build up towards putting out the native token, and what were your thoughts about the timing of release as well?
Sure. So to be 100% clear, our native token for the network is Ether, and we made that as a deliberate choice because we want to reduce the barrier to entry. As a developer, as a user of the blockchain, you just bridge over ETH and you just use it, just like you would on many layer twos. Now, LightLink as a token is first and foremost a governance token. So it represents your ownership in the network, your voice in the network, and your ability to vote for proposals, submit proposals in the DAO. And therefore, as a owner of the network, you can shape how what we work on, who to work on, and you can partake in a lot of decision making going forward. Of course, we want to incentivize owners of the token. So we'll be launching various incentives and programs to bring further utility into the token.
Amazing. And you do have an airdrop campaign coming out very shortly. Could you tell our audience a little bit more details on how they can get involved with the airdrop campaign?
Yeah, we did our stage 1 airdrop on Galaxy October last year. So at the moment, we have a second airdrop, stage 2, also on Galaxy. It's active at the moment, and it's in partnership with a few of our ecosystem friends. We formed this great relationship, a strategic relationship with Animoca brands. And if you're a holder of Mochaverse, PFP, for example, you are qualified for additional points in the quests that you do on Galaxy. And equally, as a building an ecosystem and celebrating partnerships that we have formed over the past 6 years. If you hold collections in Metari Genesis, in MetaKey, in several other projects that we have done, you're equally able to qualify for additional bonus points. So to participate in that activity, check us out on Twitter, LightLink, and there are lots of information there.
Brilliant. And I'd like to touch upon, you've obviously had a very busy start to the year, a lot of things coming forth. But what is in store for the rest of 2024, and what does your roadmap look like?
Yeah, great question. TGE just around the corner. We'll be using Fjord as a LBP mechanism in conducting this initial TGE activity. We will be also launching on centralized exchanges shortly after TGE. And I would consider that as a start to many of the wonderful things that we're building. So we'll be utilizing the TGE to build a treasury, and then it's all about how can we deploy the treasury to build a wonderful ecosystem. I mean, of course, with all of your endorsement in the DAO, to look at how can we build more interesting things within the network. So for example, can we collaborate with world leading brands to offer really interesting digital collectibles? Can we work with artists to utilize the chain for its key characteristics in terms of gasless minting? Can we work with sporting brands that we've worked with, whether if it's USGA or Australian Open, to look at real world utility for token holders as well?
Amazing. And Roy, I think if we can wrap up here today, but I would like to anyone from the community that has any questions, please reach out now in the comments, or even to myself in the Discord after, guys. I can put you in touch and put you in touch with the LightLink Telegram and the Discord there. So I'm going to be watching out for this for the TGE. Super excited. If you are looking to find LightLink, I've just put the website link just there and also in the description, guys. But head over to Twitter as well. You've done amazing on followers, over 100K followers. So there's going to be lots of hype going around this. And I'm excited to see where this will lead, Roy. But thank you so much for joining us today. And I know our community really appreciate it as well.
Fantastic. Thank you for having me. It's awesome to be here.
No worries. Take care. And hopefully, perhaps after TG, we can have you back on the show as well. And we can discuss some of those new features coming out and hopefully unveil some alpha to the community.
Fantastic. Looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. Take care, Roy. Goodbye.